Hi everybody, it's Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio. I am working on the super simple squares quilt again, and this time I'm working on the blocks. And I want to show you the designs that I came up with to put into this quilt. Now, this took me a while to figure it out. I did that video a while back on different design ideas that I already had, but nothing really grabbed me, so I just kept playing around until I found something that I liked. So I want to show you what I'm doing there. And I did want to let you know that the procedure I had yesterday went well, and everything was normal, so I'm okay there. Still have a couple more blood tests to go through, but you know, those are minor. So the big thing is over and done with, and everything's okay there, so big sigh of relief here. So anyway, I'm going to adjust the camera and put it on the quilt and show you what I'm doing here. Okay, I am ready to get started. I've already done a partial row of this design that I came up with, and so I just want to show you how this goes. And was talking about doing the crosshatch along these borders, and I decided to do that in the small squares, and I'm also going to do it in the large squares, but I'm also going to do a continuous curve here, and then I'm going to do ribbon candy in the white rectangles. So the first row that I did was kind of a trial to see how to get from one end of the row to the other, and if I could do like more than one row at a time, more than just like this narrow 2-inch row and then do the 5-inch row. I wanted to kind of go like, you know, up and down like this. I still haven't quite figured that out, but I am working on that, and I'll probably figure it out by the time I get to the last row is what I'm thinking. So you're going to need a ruler for your crosshatch, unless you're really good at doing diagonals without them looking wonky on you, which I am not. I need a ruler to do that. So I'm just going to go down, and I'm just going to do this kind of one row at a time, just for demonstration purposes. So those little cornerstones will get the crosshatch, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the ribbon candy here. And the reason I'm doing that is that it is very similar to what's going on in the border, so I like to kind of carry over what is going on in the body of the quilt into the borders and vice versa. So that's one of the reasons I decided to do the ribbon candy here. And then just go ahead and do another crosshatch. And then stitch in the ditch, and then go back down. And then I can go ahead and just do another ribbon candy over here. And then another crosshatch, and I'm just going to keep going all the way down the row. So I'm going to tie off here and then show you the next row. And the way I'm looking at this quilt is, instead of blocks, because these blocks share sides, and by that I mean these large squares, these sides are all shared with another block. They're not its own. So I can't isolate this block and then isolate this one. It won't work. So I either have this 9 patch and then this 3 patch here, or I can just look at it as rows. And right now I'm just looking at it as rows. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the ribbon candy here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this crosshatch down here. Okay, I'm just going to carry this on through carry this on through the big block. And then stitch in the ditch. And now I can do my continuous curve. And you can do that freehand, or you can use a template for that. And I may try a template today. So I'll bring out all my circles and figure out which one is going to give me the look that I want. And I think it's going to be that one. So I'm going to try this. This is the 6-inch circle. This is the one that I had my machine take a bite out of a while back. And then I can do more ribbon candy. Okay, we have the ribbon candy along here, and then we have the crosshatch and the continuous curve going all the way around. And then we have the crosshatch and the cornerstones. So it's a real simple pattern. There's nothing really complex about it. But I think it's effective enough. It's got enough quilting in it. It's not obscuring the prints in these fabrics, which is one thing that I do take into consideration. When you have a solid fabric like these, it doesn't really bother me if I am doing a lot of heavy quilting and the design would, you know, take away from the fabric, because it's not going to, because especially this is contrasting, so it's not going to take away from the fabric. But if you have a busy fabric like this and you put in a lot of heavy quilting, for one thing, you might not see it because of the busyness of the fabric, and another thing, it could take away from the beauty of your fabric. So that's another thing to take into consideration. And I know that's hard to see. So and I don't know that there's any fabrics I have that I could do this that you could see it any better, but there we go. This is what it looks like. And I hope you found this helpful. Well, there are the designs that I chose for this super simple squares quilt. I still have about half of the quilt to finish before it's completely done, and then do the binding. But I'm going to end this video here, and then hopefully next week I'll have the quilt completely done and we'll be able to show you more details of it. And I just wanted to kind of pass along the idea that you can always combine two simple quilting designs together and make something completely new and something a little more complex, you know, a fresh idea for your quilting. And try it on your quilts and see how you like it. If you like this video, I hope you will consider subscribing and, you know, Give it a like and share it with your quilting friends. And I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links. And to keep up with my newest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.